Hello everyone, this is now with another video on Microsoft 365 Enterprise Administration Administrator certification, and in this video we are going to continue with our pilot project. In the previous video, what we did, in the previous video we synced all of the users from Active Directory, for almost 550 users to our Office 365 subscription. And in this video we are going to create a custom domain and set up a custom domain within our Office 365 subscription. So what is required, basically what we are doing now is, so when we synced all of the users from Active Directory to Office 365, the domain name that is used in Office 365 is the Office 365 default domain, which is on Microsoft.com. And in this video we are going to change that to a custom domain that is our company domain, so that all our users have email address that is according to our company name or company domain name. So in order to do that, what we need to do is we do need a subscription. So if this is the first time you're looking at this video, then you need to complete the previous 4 videos. You can find them in the playlist. So basically you need Microsoft 365 subscription, E5 subscription. Also in this we are going to create a new domain name, simulating that you have your company domain name, or if you don't have a domain name, then you can create a new domain name. So in our case, we'll buy a new domain name, we'll verify that it is working. It might take around 20 to 30 or maybe 1 hour sometimes, but most of the time it is when you create a new domain name, it is created in 20 minutes. We are going to create a new domain name from GoDaddy. GoDaddy is being a partner of Microsoft. There is an advantage in using GoDaddy domain name, and just like GoDaddy, you can use any other big domain registrars. The reason is that when you buy a domain name from GoDaddy, it is automatically linked with Office 365, and when later on you are going to set up the custom domain name in Office 365, your Office 365 will automatically link with GoDaddy, and all of the DNS records will be created automatically. So let's get started. So all we need to do is, first of all, go to our subscription. So this is our subscription. These are the users. We can see them in all of the 500 users are here. So currently the domain name that is used is passonlinetraining.onmicrosoft.com. So now we are going to set up a domain. In order to set up a domain, I need to go down to the setup, and when you go into the setup here, get your custom domain setup. So here, once you are here, first of all you need a domain name. So for now there is no domain name. Once we have a domain name, first you need to own a domain, then you need to sign in information for your registrar. So if you have a domain name, you can use that domain name. Otherwise we can create a new domain name. So I will go to new domain name. You can go to godaddy.com, and in order to create a new domain name, you can go here, and in here you need to set up a new domain name. Now I would say you can buy the cheapest domain possible at the moment. So there are many domain names that is for the first year they charge only $1 or $2, but their name should end not with .com, .net, but to another name, another domain name. For example, I can go with 360 cloud, 360 cloud dot online. Let's see if this is available. Online is one of the domain that is available at the moment. 360 cloud dot online is already taken, and so we can change the 360 cloud trainings dot online, and let's check that out. office360cloudtrainings.com. And yes, so this domain name is available, and it is available only for $1.29 per year. And next year, for the first year, and the next year it will be in the following year it will be almost, I think, $9 or more, something like that. So for now we are going to select this domain name. I would suggest that you should create a domain name for your own company, whatever domain name you want to choose, but go with .online at the end. This will give you this will let you just need to spend like $1.29 for this. So in this case here, it is asking for $26, so I'm going to change that to 1 year subscription, and I'm going to buy this domain. So once you buy this domain, you need to also create a new create a new account. So in my case, I do have an other account. I do have an account with godaddy.com. So this is why I'm logged in. In your case, you might need to create a new domain account. Now when you create a new domain account, in this case, the wizard won't be too different. You just need to enter your name, address, credit card, and all that information. And but these screens will be exactly the same, so we don't need any protection because we are doing this for training purpose. So I'm gonna say no thanks here. You can just keep it checked. We don't need even a website with this, but if we can keep it checked, it's not they won't charge anything here unless you buy their subscription. We also don't need an email address. So for now I'm just gonna continue with the card. So here again it automatically selects, make sure that you have selected 1 year, otherwise they will charge you for this amount, $26. So in this case we don't need anything extra, and the total amount that I'm paying is just this amount. So check out. Probably they are going to use my existing information, and in this case they are using my username. So I am going to provide my password, and the domain is bought, so it's just asking for. So after providing the security code, it will ask for confirmation, and you will just click enter to submit the request. And in few moments it will your order, thank you for your order, and the domain name is bought. So now you have a domain name ready. So all we need to do is wait for like 15-20 minutes. Once that is done, then we'll be able to move to the next step. Now since we bought this domain, you can check this domain right here. Sometime it is available and sometime it is not. So once the domain name is available, then this will change, and also we will be able to log in. We will be able to set up that domain with our email address. So for now I'm just gonna go down here, and we don't need to build a website for this, so we don't need a website. I am going to look at the so for that, I'm going to click here, view domain settings, and all I need to show you is DNS records. Now for Office 365, the most important thing is the DNS record that we set up. So here you see that this is a domain name, and this will be the email address for all the users in Office 365. So basically why we are doing this, because in the active user, let's say your company name is 360 Cloud Training, so that name should appear in the email address. So this is what we need to do. This is what you see in all of the companies. So at the moment this name is right here. We will change it to our custom domain name. Now there are few ways to do that. One of the ways is to do that, go to your domain in this here and go down here to manage DNS, and in the DNS you need to set up Office 365 DNS records. Now there are so many records that you need to create for Office 365. I mean there are so for Office 365 there needs to be an MX record, then there is text record, and there are so many records. But to make things easier for us, everything will be done from Office 365. Obviously you can do it from here. You can add a record and you can add the type of record as well, but in Microsoft 365, Office 365, we have the option to select everything right from here. So now the domain is ready, but it's still not verified. right, because we still need to give it some time. So so we'll leave that as is. So we just bought a domain, and domain is in GoDaddy. Now we need to go back to Office 365. So here I am in Microsoft 365. Okay, it is Microsoft 365. I'm keep on saying it's Office 365. Actually, this is Office 365 because we have been using Office 365 for a long time. This is why Microsoft 365 is a new name. So I'm just gonna call this, whenever I say Office 365, I'm referring to Microsoft 365. So in order to set up the custom domain, you need to go log into the admin center, and then you need to go to setup. Then within the setup, basically we need to go to, and you must be logged in with the global admin. So I am logged in with the global admin, and in this case I'm going to go here, set up a domain. So get started in here, and all I need to do, first of all, you need to be logged into global admin. Is here it's just saying that there are 2 accounts here in global admin out of all 500 users. So you must be logged into one of these users, and I am logged into these users at the moment. There is no custom domain. The default domain is passonlinetraining dot on microsoft.com. Now we are about to change this, and in order to change this, what we need to do, go here, go to settings and domain. So we can go to settings, or you can go from here, or you can go from here as well. So in here, this is the only domain that is available. So I'm going to go to add domain. Remember that we just created that domain, and it might not be ready at the moment, but still we are going to try. So I'm going to go back to the domain manager here, and then copy, go to my domains, and instead of typing, I will copy exactly what the domain name is. So so that there are no mistakes. So the one that we just created is this one, 360cloudtrainings.online. So here I'm just going to copy this and bring it back to admin center, where we have domains add, and here I'm just going to paste this. So paste and use this domain. Now if the domain is ready, it will automatically recognize that where it is, but if you see this screen, it means that the domain is not ready. Domain meaning not ready, being since it is a brand new domain, and it might not be available to all the DNS servers. When you create a domain name, it must be replicated to all the DNS servers throughout the world, and at least where you are sitting, it should be replicated. So it is not available. If you see this window, it means that this domain is not available, and once we will wait for like 15-20 minutes, and after that we'll try that again, and you will see this screen will automatically change to a login screen for GoDaddy. And but even in this case, so sometimes you do have to do this manually in some cases where your domain name might not be from a big domain registrar, maybe from a smaller domain registrar. Then what you need to do, here are the instruction. All you need to do, add a txt record to the domain DNS. So this is where I was saying that you need to add the txt record, and here it will also give you some help in order to what exactly you need to do. So in this case, there is a video as well, but all you need to do that just go through here, and it needs to create a txt record in this case. So the instructions are right here. Why add a domain, and going up in here, yes, these are the records that you need to create, the txt records. So for that reason, we are not going to do anything manual. We'll let Microsoft Office 365 take care of this, and for that I will wait. So it's been around 20-25 minutes, and now we can go back again and see. So for that, what I need to do is I need to go back to the domain. So within the domains, I need to select the one that I have, 360 Cloud Training Online, and this is incomplete setup. And I can select that again, and here I can just go inside and say start setup. Now if this domain is available, then you will get this screen. So here it's saying, how do you want to verify your domain? Remember that since it was not able to verify was giving those other three options, create a text record, but now it is able to verify. So all I need to do is go here, verify, and once you click verify in this, it will ask you for the same username and the same username that with which you created that domain. So you will go to connect, and since I'm already logged in another browser, it was able to connect. And here now what it will do, it will automatically create all the necessary DNS records. Now let Microsoft add your DNS records. Since GoDaddy is in your DNS hosting provider, all you have to do is to sign in and will update your DNS record. This is a message from Microsoft. Otherwise, if you had to do it, then you need to go here and follow all the instructions and create the records within the domain registrar manually. So in this case, I'm just gonna click continue. And once you do, what it does, it automatically adds these records, MX record, TXT record, and CNAME record at the moment, and add DNS records. Here it will one more time confirm your access, and in a moment it will just configure everything, and it's all done now. So everything is done, it is healthy, it is connected. I'll go back to the domains, and I can see that this is the domain, it is available. Now the second thing what we need to do is I need to make this domain a default domain. So this is currently this is a default domain, so I'm just going to click here and select this domain. I'm going to set as default. So default meaning this will replace your current default domain, pass onlinetrainings.onmicrosoft.com. When you add a new user, their email address and username will be this new domain. So this is what we need to do. Now this becomes our default domain, and these two domains are available. So this is for nothing. This is so I'm just gonna select this and remove this domain that I don't need, but this will remain here since it was the previous domain that we were using. So this is how we add a custom domain record. But now there is one more task in regards to this. So this domain is created. I'm going to go back to active users, and within active users, what happens now is as soon as I create a new user, they will automatically get a domain name of this. You do get an option to create another domain name. So here I'm just going to cancel this for now. And in here, now the second thing what we need to do, we need to change all these usernames, all these domain names to now our current name, current email address, or with current domain name. So we can do it one by one. Let's say if I go here, select one of the users, and in here I can go to manage username, and within username we can change this to here. So we can do it one by one, or we can also do all of the users at the same time. So for example, if I select all of the users, and here I can go change domain name. Now if you don't select all of the users, and so you don't get that change domain name option. For that you need to select all of the users, and in here I'll go here and change domain name, and our new domain name for all of the users, regardless of users being synced from Active Directory or they are here, they will all receive this domain name. And since remember, when we sync these users, we were not using the domain name of our on-premises domain. Most of the time your on-prem domain and your domain name that you register here will be the same, so there won't be an issue in a real environment. So in here, so we will wait for a few more minutes, and all the user domain names will be changed. So in this video we have seen that how to create a new domain name and how to make a custom domain set up a custom domain in your Office 365 subscription. Since it has to do that for 500 users, it will take some time, and all the email addresses will be exactly like this. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in another video. Okay, so here it changed the 80 users because 80 users are by default selected. You need to do rest of the users. I mean, going selecting all of the other users, or you can run a PowerShell command to change all of the users' domain name. So for now, I'm just gonna close this, and I will see you.